Hi there! Today I have 3 new Barbie heads for you. I got them again from Aliexpress. It's the same shop as for the video with the Elena head. The shop is called NK Dear Toy Store, but as I said even back then, these stores do always have the same kind of old stock Barbie heads, so I guess there are quite a bunch of shops out there who sells exactly the same item, but I will link down in the description the 2 listings for doll heads from the shop, even though the heads that you can see here are currently sold out. This time I got only CEO faces or Generation Girl faces. I already have a few in my collection, but this printing here, or the screening I think, is more the screening before 2009. Everything is a little bit less colorful, the eyes are a little bit smaller, the lips are a little bit slimmer, and overall I really like this look for the Generation Girl face. All the heads were around €5. The first head that I'm reviewing was a little bit over €5 and the other one's a little bit under that. This girl here does have her original hair, original printing. It is the Happy Family Baby Doctor Barbie from 2002. Of course, she does not come with her original earrings, but other than that, she is in very good condition, and I think she does have a very nice screening. Her hair is, of course, Kanekalon. It is the puffy version of Kanekalon. I don't know how to explain it. It's the one I do not like so much, but still it is a very pretty head and does not need a lot of cleaning or anything, so this is a really good head, I would say. The next doll head is a Generation Girl with nice brown hair. It's also Kanekalon, but this Kanekalon has a little bit more shine. It is not so poofy like the one from the first doll. I simply like this Kanekalon a bit better. Also, her pierced ears are not original like the first head. She also comes with pierced ears, but that's made by the Chinese retailer. But at least it is pretty even, so I do not have to shrink down the holes again this time, and that's definitely also a plus. But this girl here does have a little lip rub on the bottom of the lip, and also one eye is smaller than the other one. It is a small defect, but there is one. I'm also not sure who that girl is. I thought it might be the SquarePants Barbie from 2003, but it is not because the SquarePants girl has green eyes and this one here does have blue eyes, so I don't know who she is. The last girl for today is the only one that does not have her original hair, because this is definitely an alternative route or a Chinese reroute, whatever you would like to call that. It is nylon hair. It is not the same nylon hair that, for example, Rainbow High uses. It is not that soft and it is pretty dirty. In texture, it is very similar to the Shakira head that I have shown you in a previous video. When you do have a doll head like this, the hair feels pretty bad, to be honest, but after washing it and hot boiling it, it becomes way better. You will see it later in the video, but on first sight, this head is the only one that is really dirty. It does not smell that bad or anything, but it is, as you can see, it is pretty dirty. And it's also pretty much sparsely rooted, not like an originally rooted head that was sold by Mattel back at that time. But still, she does have more hair than the Shakira head that I had before. The Shakira head was very sparsely rooted, but this one is okay in my opinion. She also has pierced ears that were not originally made by Mattel, but it's fine, it's not completely even, but good enough to keep the piercings, I think. I again checked the rooting to be sure that 2 of the heads are originally rooted and only one does have an alternative rooting, as I call it. And on the first sight, I'm pretty happy with these 3 heads. Before they get new bodies and a new life, they need a good cleaning anyway, especially the third head, but also the other ones simply need a quick and good wash. Under bright light, even the brown-haired girl does have a little bit dirt, a little bit schmutz, but not so much. It is pretty much okay, only a little bit dish soap at first. The same goes for the baby Dr. Barbie, and the third girl needs a little bit more of an intense cleaning. I also don't know who she is, I have to say. Her screening is the most usual screening for the CEO or Generation Girl face. She is pretty much tense, so maybe she wore a swimsuit or something like that, but I simply don't know who she is, especially because she does not have the original hair. And speaking of her hair, this hair is also not glued in. The other ones do also have no glue because they are Kanekalon, and Mattel never used glue on Kanekalon heads as far as I know. This head also does not have any glue, but as I said, it is not an official route by Mattel. They often use no glue when they reroute Barbies there in China. And it is not totally necessary, in my opinion, to use glue, even not on nylon hair. It depends on the fiber itself. But you can see here that she loses quite a bunch of hair, which is also not so special because when you do have a new doll, it usually will shed. And this hair here is also not new doll hair. I said it before, it is very dirty. I think the fiber also is pretty old because while combing it through, there's a lot of hair breakage, and I have to come to the conclusion it is very similar in texture to the Shakira head that I have, but it is not in that good condition. This hair I think is older and the material tends to break. It's not dramatical. You can totally use it as is, and you will see it later in the video when it is finished, but it's not so much better than, for example, poly hair, to be honest. Yeah, maybe it is a little bit better, but it's really not nice nylon hair. After that, I also gave them a quick wash with some moisturizing normal shampoo. And after that, I comb out the two heads with Kanekon hair. The baby doctor head also sheds quite a bit. I'm not really used to that. Usually, I don't have so much loose hair, but it is Kanekon, it's a fluffy Kanekalon, and I think it's fine. And I decided that I will let her dry as is and not hot boiling her, because in that case I would have to redo the curls. Otherwise she does not have so much hair in my opinion, and it would look, I don't know, maybe a little bit odd, because this kind of color does not have a lot of shine to it or anything. And I like it if the hair is not totally perfect or not every curl is perfect, so I'm totally fine with it. The brown-haired girl also sheds a little bit, but she does not lose that much hair, and since her hair already is still in good condition, She also does not need any hot boil wash because it is always complicated when it comes to Kanekalon hair, and it is simply not needed. At least not in this case here. But the last girl definitely needs a little bit more time, love, and care. Especially love, I think. I don't know, it is a pretty bad nylon fiber. The brown hair comes from the Kanekalon girl because I had washed them right after each other and I simply had some brown hair in my hand. But I think when they gave this girl the curls, it also was a little bit too hot. The hair down there is a little bit fried. There's quite a bit hair breakage, as I said before. And that's mainly because of the fiber itself. You can look inside of the head and I don't know how they made the reroute. Everything in there is knotted pretty well, I would say. I can even pull on a complete string and nothing got off. So, in my opinion, it is not the rooting that does have the problem of shedding. In general, this hair is simply in bad shape. The fiber is in bad shape. And that causes hair loss and hair breakage. But still, it is manageable. And when it comes to nylon hair, a hot boil wash or a hot boil rinse often softens the fiber again. That's the reason I also gave her this hot boil rinse, and it works pretty good. The hair is way softer after that. It simply looks way better, but the ends are still fried. They don't look that bad, but they feel pretty dry. But anyway, let's give these heads new bodies, and we will start with this head again, because I think you can see how different the head already looks. Now it is clean, the hair had a good wash and a hot boil. As you can see, it does not look so bad. Only, as I said, the ends are a bit dry. I was not very sure if I should cut them off or leave them as they are, but in the end, I can do that anytime in the future, but for now, I thought she looked better with long hair. As I said, this head is a bit more on the tan side. You can see her here together with the pink top and also with the green tie-dye. The one that does have a head is the pink top made to move. And on the footage, I'm not quite sure what looks better, but in reality, I think the green tie-dye is a bit more tanned, and the undertone of this head is also a little bit more red, and therefore I decided to give it a try and combine the head with the green tie-dye made to move. Next is the brown-haired girl. Compared to the pink top made to move, she's definitely less yellow and she does have a more pinkish undertone, and therefore she's a better match to the pink tie-dye made to move, even though her head is a tiny bit darker than the body, but it is still a pretty good match. Last but not least is the Happy Family Baby Doctor head. And again, a comparison with the pink top made to move. which is a little bit too dark for the head. It's not a horrible match. I was a little bit undecided which body I like more. The other one is Fashionista's 194. She simply is the latest wheelchair Barbie from 2022, and she does have a quite unique skin color. It is in the color range of the new neutral, like also the pink tie-dye, but all these bodies do have a quite different undertone, and this one here does have a yellow undertone. It is not as dark as the pink top made to move, and it matches quite a bunch of heads that are from the early 2000s, even from the 80s and 90s. So if you can get your hands on the wheelchair Barbie from 2022 for a good deal, it is quite a good body donor for a lot of heads. The wheelchair Barbie from 2019 is different in color, so she is more like the pink top made to move that you also can see here, darker, a little bit more yellow, and therefore the new wheelchair is a skin color that I did not have seen a lot of times, so she is definitely more special. And since the girls now have bodies, because so far they were only living their lives as heads alone, but now they are complete dolls, a little bit like Pinocchio, now he is a real boy. Some sort like that transformation, I think. Anyway, they need some fashion because they do have bodies now. And the first girl I will show you is our dirty girl. I don't know how to call her. The one with the alternative Chinese rooting. And I don't know why, but I think she is a wild child at heart, and therefore she gets a little bit of a weird look that matches her personality, in my opinion, pretty good. This sweater vest is from Aliexpress, like all the clothing you will see today, and I don't know, I really like this pattern, the lips, the aliens. It is so weird that I definitely like it. I think it works together with these pleather leggings. They look really good on the standard made to move. The shoes were free gifts. I don't know, I don't think this is a Barbie model. It looks a bit like a Barbie shoe model, but simply it is a knockoff, I would say. But the color is really nice and goes well together with the alien heads and the blue lips on the vest. Therefore she also got this Mini Brands fashion bag that is also blue. I really like the woven texture on these bags, and since she's not already eccentric enough, I thought it's a good idea to give her also these very eccentric sunglasses. Since the Generation Girl head is a bit tinier, these glasses are a bit big for her head, but in her hair I think it's quite fine. Next is the CEO face with the brown hair. She does have the best hair and she got a head. Well, that's a fashion decision because I thought, why not giving her a look that is, I think that's more 90s than early 2000s, to be honest. But I like the look overall. I think it looks good together with her face screening. She got this dark red hat together with this pleather jacket and shorts. It is a complete set, the shorts, the jacket and also the shoes, but usually it comes with a tube top that is closed with Velcro in the back, and I decided to give her instead this turtleneck shirt because it simply looks better all together. She looks more dressed maybe, I don't know. She also gets some tights and this Mini Fashion Brands bag together with a Mini Brands fashion dangler that's from Series 2. The bag is from Series 3. I also added the belt to make the look a little bit more cohesive. And I have to say, I really like it. I think it looks pretty good. The material of the set is not really high quality. It is a bit too thick and a little bit too stiff. But overall, for the price you pay on Aliexpress for the clothing, it is nicely made and I think overall it looks good. And the last girl is finally the baby doctor, and I think that's her private look when she does have a day off from her work. Her hair is pretty short. That's how she is also in her original state. The hairstyle is not exactly like her original one. The original one is way more accurate, so the parts are tied together way more nicely and tucked under the rest of the hair, of the back hair. but honestly, I simply like it this way here way better, and she looks much cuter. Her face screening has a lot of pastel colors, and therefore the dress looks good together with that. And I'm pretty sad that back at the time I bought this dress, I did not buy more than one copy of it. It is very pretty. It's nothing really special, but honestly that shape really looks so cute on a standard made to move, and the colors are so pretty. I usually do not use bags that are completely made out of plastic anymore because of the mini brands fashion bags. They are so nice, and yeah, I don't know, but honestly, this one here is still very pretty. It does have a nice texture. It also has a very nice white color, and it looks good together with the dress. She also gets some white tights, and her shoes are from Barbie Looks number 6, the first Victoria. This time none of the girls really needed a lot of jewelry. This girl here does only have this silver watch and some silver ear studs, and I think that's totally enough. And so we do have all the 3 girls together, and I have to say the last styling is my favorite styling. I really like this doll. The pastel colors look so good on her, together with her pastel screening, and that's so cute in my opinion. And so we are at the end of the video. Finally a video that is not so long this time, but because of that we will have another video this week on Sunday. I'm pretty sure you still can hear that I'm not completely fit, but it is okay. I'm doing well, and I'm pretty sure that over the next weeks you will again get more content to watch on this channel. But I have to say, this summer was tough, and I'm happy that it's finally over, it seems. And therefore I hope you had some fun with this video, and maybe I can see you again on Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, have a great day. Bye.